Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Chris, and tonight I'm checking out that new Nicolas Cage movie, Prisoners of the Ghostland, directed by one Sion Sono. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I apologize. So Prisoners of Ghostland is kind of like a riff on Escape from New York's plotline with some samurai and quirkiness thrown in, some Mad Max flavors as well. Essentially, you got Nicolas Cage as a bank robber. I believe he's referred to as Hero, who is caught, and the governor, played by Bill Moseley, sends him into the wasteland to retrieve his granddaughter, Bernice. And meanwhile, he has this suit on with a bunch of bombs and a bunch of rules that go along with these bombs. There's a time limit, a la Escape from New York. The whole setup is very much Escape from New York. And then some hijinks ensue. So there is some decent budget to this thing, some decent production value. The sets are really cool and intricate and look expensive, but other times there's props on Nicolas Cage's suit and stuff that look super cheap. It's kind of all over the place with this movie. There's moments where the visuals and the set direction and everything, the lighting all comes together in like really, really awesome ways. But then at other times this movie kind of fails with a lot of what it does for me. I guess I was expecting something really over the top and weird and fun. And there are moments of that, but this movie has like surreal art house vibes to it as well, and a pretty slow pace for a lot of it, matched with not much of a story. And what story there is really not surprising. It's kind of been done before. And then you have this world building they're doing, which at times feels like it's trying too hard to be weird and quirky. I get like flashes of the FP movies and stuff like that. Mad Max vibes, where it's just like they put people in these costumes just to be weird and not really make any sense. It's like there's a bunch of ideas thrown together, but it's not in any way cohesive for me. So there's moments where I really like it, but then there's moments where I'm just bored and confused. You have this mashup of like Eastern and Western cultures in this thing, which is kind of cool. You have some like samurai action. You have this westerny, spaghetti westerny kind of feel at times as well with these showdowns. And Nicolas Cage fits into the mold for this kind of movie. And at moments, again, he shines. But he's kind of underutilized at a lot of times as well. I know I'm kind of bouncing all over this place with this movie because this is kind of how the movie worked for me. Times I really liked it, but when it was over, I was definitely disappointed with how this thing came out. There's not much action for the good majority of the movie, and then it ends with a decent action scene. There's moments of sword fights that are interesting, but the conflict almost seems resolved immediately, but then just everybody kind of mills about in this area for a long time, and not much happens. There's moments of comedy that I thought were funny. There's movies that try and fit this weird, quirky mold that I think do it a lot better. Being Turbo Kid, Mutant Blast, even Psycho Gorman has like absurdist kind of stuff like this that's just weird because it's trying to be weird and funny and over the top. And this is going for a more arty house approach. It's definitely touching on some themes of like sacrifice and paying up for your past sins and stuff like that. But it's not really poignant. Didn't really feel anything when I was watching it to relay those themes. So there's moments of genius in this thing, but as a complete package, it's kind of disappointing, and I wasn't a big fan. And I don't know, maybe it's just caught me on the wrong day or something, so let me know what you think down below. But yeah, I kind of pass up Prisoners of the Ghostland. Definitely didn't live up to my expectations based on the trailer and the idea behind the movie. I'm here for a crazy over-the-top Nicolas Cage, Escape from New York inspired movie. And when you say all that, it's kind of what happens in this movie, but somehow it's just not that interesting. So yeah, that's it for Prisoners of Ghostland. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you here next time, guys.